2 characterizes the roots of a quadratic equation using the discriminant. So pag sinabi natin discriminant, D is equal to B squared minus 4AC. D stands for discriminant. Halimbawa, we are required to evaluate the expression b squared minus 4ac given the following values of our a, b, and c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to 4. So, ang gagawin mo lang is just simply substitute. Ito yung ating formula. So, we have b squared, that is instead of writing b, we are going to substitute the value of our b, 5. So, magiging 5 squared minus 4. What is a? 1. What is c? 4. Simplify. 5 squared meaning to say, pag sabi mong 5 squared, dalawang beses i-multiply ang bases. And that is equal to, 5 times 5, that is equal to 25. So, what happened now? 25. Lalagay mo na dyan. Next, 4 times 1 times 4, that is equal to 16. Negative yun, so minus pa rin nalagay natin doon, 16. Then simplify. 25 minus 9, 25 minus 16, that is equal to 9. So, therefore, ito yung magiging sagot natin. Let's proceed to what is it? Here are the following nature of roots by using discriminant. Letter A, if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, kung ano yung evaluate mo at naging equal to 0, ang roots mo daw ay rational and equal. Letter B, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, perfect square pa siya, then the roots are rational, not equal. So, greater than 0, ano ba yung mga greater than 0 na perfect square siya? So, we can say 1, 4, 9, 25, so on and so forth. Paano mo masasabing perfect square yung number? It's just because, let's say, 1 squared, that is equal to 1, 2 squared, that is equal to 4, 3 squared, that is equal to 9. As you can see, lahat ng mga in-square mo, ang lalabas ng mga sagot, ito yung tinatawag nating mga perfect square numbers. Okay? The next, letter C, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 but not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational and not equal. Ano yung mga yon? Greater than 0 daw na hindi naman perfect square number. Example, 2, 3, ano pa? 4, hindi. 5. So on and so forth. Basta yung hindi siya na square na numbers na wala dito, hindi yun yung tinatawag nating mga perfect square numbers. And the last one is if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are no real roots. Ibig sabihin nun ng less than 0, yun yung mga mas mababa pa sa 0. So, ibig sabihin nun, all numbers na negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so on and so forth. Basta negative siya, automatic, it is less than 0. Bukan naman natin ngayon ito. Suppose we are required to determine the nature of the roots of this equation using the discriminant. So, the first step that we're going to do is to identify. Ano yung identify natin dito? Ang value ng ating A, B, and C. So, from the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c na nabanggit ko noon, ito yung mga kailangan nating alamin ang mga values na ngayon ng ating A, B, and C. Take note na dapat ang equation mo laging nasa standard form. So, pag naayos mo na siya, as you can see here, naka-standard form naman na siya. So, madali lang nating i-identify ang value ni A, B, and C. So, as you can see, ang value ng A is yung katabi ni x squared. Wala tayong nakikita, but then this is an automatic na mayroon tayong imaginary na 1 dyan. So, ang ating A here is 1. Ang B is 6. Ang C is 9. Okay? So, after identifying, apply natin ngayon yung formula ni discriminant. The discriminant is equal to B squared minus 4AC. Yan yung formula natin. So, the next thing that we're going to do is to substitute. Ano yung isusubstitute mo? The values of our A, B, and C. So, we have now, ang B is 6 squared minus 4. What is A? 1. What is C? 9. Therefore, simplify na natin. 6 squared, meaning to say 6 times 6, and that is equal to 36 minus. Bakit minus? Kasi lahat naman na nakikita natin dito is positive. So, negative times positive is negative. So, 4 times 1 times 9, that is equal to 36. To simplify, get the difference of these two. 36 minus 36, and that is equal to 0. Ano ang mangyayari kapag ang discriminant mo is equal to 0? Balikan natin ito. If B squared minus 4AC is equal to 0, then the roots are rational and equal. So therefore, ang nature of roots natin dito is rational and equal. And how about our discriminant? Ang discriminant natin ay 0. Ayan. Alright, another example. We have x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 2 equals 0. We need to determine the discriminant and the nature of roots. So, as you can see, ito yung standard form na sinasabi ko kanina pa. And if you're going to compare to this, hindi ito naka-standard form. Pag sinabi mong standard form kasi, it should be, meron tayong quadratic term, meron tayong linear term, and constant term equal to 0. So, we need to transform this equation sa ganitong paraan. So, we are going to apply the FOIL method here. Pag sinabi mong FOIL method, we will going to multiply the first. Ito yung first natin. And that is equal to x times x, that is equal to x squared. Outer term. Outer, this is the first. Outer term, negative 2 times x, that is equal to negative 2x. The inner term, negative 4 times x, that is equal to negative 4x. The last term, negative 4 times negative 2, that is positive 8, equal to 0, or equals 0. So, simplify pa natin. X squared, negative 2 minus 4, that is equal to negative 6. What is the variable? X plus 8 equal to 0. Next, after nating maayos yan ng maging standard form, the next step is to identify our value ng A, ng B, at ng C. What is our A? Again, meron tayong imaginary na 1 dyan. So, A is 1, B is negative 6, and C is equal to 8. Ano yung formula natin ng discriminant? Sabihin natin D is equal to B squared minus 4AC. Don't be confused. Ito ang sinatawag nating discriminant. What is B? Negative 6 squared minus 4. What is A? 1. What is C? 8. False. Next, simplify natin. negative 6 squared. So negative 6 squared is just the same as negative 6 times negative 6. Negative times negative, that is positive. What is 6 times 6? That is equal to 36. So lalagay natin dito, 36. Dito man tayo. 4 times 1, that is 4 times 8, 32. Ito, positive yan. Positive times negative, negative. So we have 32. Simplify. 36 minus 32, that is equal to 4. Ang 4 is a perfect square number. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin perfect square number siya, saan kaya siya dito? If your discriminant is less than 0, no real roots. If your discriminant is equal to 0, real and equal. If your discriminant is greater than 0, and it is not a perfect square, ito yun, real and unequal. If your discriminant is greater than 0 and perfect square siya, the roots are real, rational, not equal. So, ang 4 dito is a perfect number. So, ang lalagay natin dito na sagot ay real, rational, and not equal. How about our discriminant? Ang discriminant natin, yung nakuha nating value ng ating na-evaluate, and that is equal to 4. So therefore, ang sagot dito is equal to 4. Yan. That is how we solve. Hope you nakuha nyo. Last example, suppose we have to evaluate again the nature of our roots and the discriminant with this equation. 2 times the quantity of x squared plus 3 equals 0. So again, standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So what to do? Apply the distributive property of multiplication. So didistribute natin yung 2 doon sa loob. To simplify, we have 2x squared plus 2 times 3, that is equal to 6 equals 0. So yon ang ating value ng A is 2, B is 0, is just because if you're going to look at our equation here, awanan, wala na po yung ating linear term or yung katabi ng x. So automatic 0 siya, and our constant term is C. Apply the formula. Discriminant D is equal to B squared minus 4AC. What is B? 0 squared minus 4. What is A? 2. What is C? 6. Simplify. 0. 4 times 2, 8 times 6, 48. Negative 48. 0 minus 48, that is equal to negative 48. And then take note that if your discriminant is less than 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so on and so forth, lahat ng mga negative na yan, that is what we call less than 0 na sila. Therefore, ang ating nature of roots is what? Our nature of roots is no real roots, or ito yung tinatawag nating imaginary. And our discriminant, ano yung nakuha nating value? We have negative 48. Okay?